Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, brave dream crystal keepers of the New Earth paradigm. There are gifts within the shadow which is not being realized and revealed. As we journey into the kingdoms of heaven within, we become aware of our oneness with the Great Spirit, and we then resolve all things in the unborn mind of Buddha. In our pure awareness, there are no conflicts, problems, or suffering, only the I Am presence that is the transmitter and receiver of all physical reality. Source Creator uses our local Solaris as a projector that shines its light of motion onto the screen of Mother Earth, which is an electromagnetic field of constant vibration. As all is being raised in frequency, we are in a seemingly chaotic node in between two base resonances of a higher reality. The power of silence of the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, both within you and externally, is the root of everything we receive through our sensory organs. Our internal dialogue is what creates our day-to-day experiences through our perceptions. Our beliefs became our filters that are what we experience this life through. Our internal map of reality therefore became what we believed to be our actual reality. As the veils lift and our core beliefs shift, so too does our lives. As we let go of all that does not serve and we integrate what we call the shadow, we realize that our subtle emotions and feelings have been our guide this whole time. The energy in motion has been our signs, symbols, and synchronicities to lead us to the promised land within, to manifest our eternal bliss consciousness into the field. We collectively co-create a world that we interact with, many times feeling like a leaf blowing in the wind. All fears have the underlying theme of losing control, and then we become afraid of fear itself, adding a new layer to work through. The healing process is like peeling back the layers of pain and suffering to reach our core wounds and face our deepest fear as a brave warrior of the New Earth. This is like the myth of slaying the dragon. The dragon was our deepest fears, false evidence appearing real. As we make peace with our emotions and feelings, we can heal the core wounds and integrate the shadow and become whole again. We release the demons within to free the inner child and laugh our way to freedom. Your life is a powerful myth that is a symphony among the stars. We applaud your bravery and for coming into this simulation to transform this reality from the inside out. We do this by living from our hearts and with our divine will and pure intent for the highest good of all. We are all brothers and sisters on this great path to full awakening. Be in the light and the love of infinite source. Goddess, speed, rainbow warriors of the new Lemuria. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you again today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 12 degrees, 11 minutes Aries. The sun is at 19 degrees, 23 minutes Virgo. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 20 degrees Virgo. A caravan of cars headed for the promised lands. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 13 degrees Aries. A bomb which failed to explode is now safely concealed. From astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Roberto Nunez. Schumann is under light codes from the galactic center and the Pleiades, weaving waves of subatomic light particles by changing its carbon-based DNA structure to an original model of crystal silica. Allow yourself to receive this light of love and compassion. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. still receiving high-frequency energy downloads. Many of you will notice that you need to eat a lot more food than usual because your body needs fuel to deal with the high-frequency energy. You are tired and sleepy, have pressure in the body, more mucus, your muscles ache, you might feel heat within your body similar to fever, or experience ascension symptoms. Take care of your physical body and rest, breathe, spend time in nature, sleep more, and drink more water. And from Divine Bro Thor of the Light Pars Kute, our soul is calling us to listen to the presence that will guide us to change. Our hearts must remain open as we also set boundaries of light shields around us. We continue to cleanse our field and aura with white light. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. From Isis channelings, the molting, toll tax of ancestral debts have to be paid. The full moon of September 10th, according to Vedic tradition, opens a 15-day window called Shraddh. Full moon September 10th to dark moon September 25th, where homage is paid to one's forefathers and ancestors so that karmic debts of the ancestral lineage may be released and the path of liberation, ascension for the lineage is cleared. It's a time of service, of devotion, austerity, prayer, ritual, and charity. It's the crossroads of the path of fate, destiny, and the path of free will manifestation. Karmic and ancestral debts are the boom barrier at these crossroads. Toll tax has to be paid with special emphasis on womb trauma. This is not the time to begin new projects, purchases, etc., with Mercury joining the outer planets in retrograde and Venus in the underworld, womb, tomb of death and transformation. We are in the process of shedding our old skin just like the molting process of the serpent. This is a mega cycle of release prefixed by the 9-9 gateway of endings. Whether it's your self-care, diet, exercise, routines, wardrobe, relationships, and interactions, perceptions, pay attention to what no longer is working for you and screaming for release. The old skin no longer fits. At a spiritual level, the ancient ways and wisdom of our ancestors and the natural world are singing their songs of remembrance. Allow the pull of stillness and silence of your heart to ease you into a state of receptivity, for much is being revealed in the dream space labyrinths of consciousness, in the sounds and sights of nature, in the deep caves of self-introspection and self-realizations. Patriarchal culture of hustle always guilt-trips you to be on the go, striving towards a goal, destination, but the matriarchal crone will gently guide you into her wise and healing embrace to release the mask of pretense. Rest your weary bones, nourish your body and soul, open your heart, widen your perception, and draw upon your inner courage to redirect your life where change, action, rerouting is called for. We are in the domain of the underworld. The dark goddess Kali, Inanna, Ereshkigal, Persephone, Hecate, Caradwin, Sekhmet. Transformation is upon you, and there is no escaping the womb cave of transformation till the molting process is completed. For we cannot fully partake the gifts of the equinox portal, September 22nd, balance of light and dark, if we refuse to acknowledge the darkness of our inner cave, sanctum right now, and soon the time to move forward and into the light will come. New moon, the 26th of September, begins with the Navaratris, 9 days of the goddess, that is the Shakti. Life force energy is reactivated. You will be ready to birth your new skin, new perception, new vision, new projects, new actions, and new goals. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sake na. From IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Aurora Ray. A 5D vibrational experience. Dear ones, have you ever wondered what it might be like to exist in the 5D vibration? Before we begin, I want to point out that humanity has been ascending for a long time. but now it is accelerating exponentially. What does this feel like? As each soul takes its own path, it is important to know that some things will remain the same, while others will radically change. I have outlined some of the key changes souls might experience or are already experiencing in their present life incarnation. When you are in this 5D vibration, your life will be filled with a very ecstatic and blissful feeling. And no matter what challenges or obstacles you face, this ecstasy and blissful feeling will accompany you throughout the day. To align with this elevated consciousness of higher dimensional vibration, you can use many techniques to raise your vibration, like meditation or mindful breathing. But even if all the techniques fail, there's one thing that always works: love. The love energy is the most potent energy on the planet. You need to understand that our universe is based on love. Our planet is based on love. All living beings are based on love. Every loving action changes the energy vibrations for all living beings and each individual life on Earth. People who are in harmony with themselves are people who change the energy vibration of others around them. When you dwell in the heart of love, you will experience a cosmic joy that is beyond human comprehension. In the 5D world, it is not only possible to experience an ecstatic and blissful state of being, but it is also possible to maintain such a state. The world of the third dimension is one of darkness, cold, and limitation. Here you find all kinds of horror stories. The world of the fifth dimension is one of light, love, and freedom. Here you will find all kinds of happiness and unlimited possibilities. The 3D world is a world where everyone has to fight for his or her own survival on their own, and where everyone has to endlessly look for their own happiness. In the 5D world, everyone works together to survive, and everyone can easily enjoy their lives. You can easily get everything you want there, including your health and wealth. If you want to ascend your vibrational beingness so that you can enter into the fifth dimensional vibration, then you must continuously raise your vibration by thinking only positive thoughts. Because if you think negative thoughts, your vibration will fall again. The majority of humanity are currently third-dimensional beings who must ascend to the fifth dimension through the fourth dimension. And because their current vibrational frequency is too low, they will be unable to directly reach this 5D higher dimensional vibration. It is difficult, but not impossible, for them to ascend into the fifth higher dimensional vibration at their current level of consciousness. Many people have attempted but failed to transcend to a higher frequency. They failed because they only understood a portion of the process. To enter into the 5D higher dimensional vibration, you need to open up all four doorways or dimensions of consciousness. These four dimensions are the physical world, the mental world, the spiritual world, and the emotional world. You need to align yourself with all of these four worlds so that you can reach a state of coherence or harmony within yourself. The majority of people are out of sync with these four worlds. When this happens, it is a sign that they are not in balance. This can be caused by the fact that they do not live from their heart but from their head. In other words, they are in their heads, and therefore the feeling of being overwhelmed is there. Higher dimensional beings live through their hearts because this is where the purest love resides. By looking at life with love, they can create miracles in their lives. The heart knows before our brain thinks it. That's why we have these butterflies in our stomachs when we meet someone we like. We feel love for each other, but our brains do not think so yet. When we use our heart as a guide to life, we will notice that there are many more dimensions than just 1, 2, and 3 dimensions. There are indeed an infinite number of dimensions, and they all vibrate at different frequencies. The physical body of the third-dimensional world uses the chakra system of 7 major energy centers. The physical body of the fifth-dimensional world also uses the 12 chakra system in its original form as an energy system. But it also uses this energy system to connect with the multidimensional consciousness and to translate that consciousness into the physical body. The fourth dimension is a world of invisible energies. These energies, however, are not separate from you, they are you. You are made of these energies. You are made of energy and you are made of light. The fifth dimension is a new energetic reality free of all negativity, allowing all conscious beings that live there to have a greater, higher quality of life. People who choose to stay on Earth will continue to experience pain and suffering as part of their human experience. But those who choose to move into this new reality will never again experience negativity in any form. This does not mean that they will be immune to feeling emotions like sadness or anger. Instead, it means that they will no longer be subject to the negative influences that others have traditionally had over them. They will be able to live in the space of love and light free from strife and worry, where they can return to their true divine nature and live the life they were always meant to live. The choice is yours. If you wish to remain on Earth, you can do so. If you do not feel ready, you are welcome to stay until you feel that you are ready. The choice is yours. People who choose to stay on Earth will continue to experience pain and suffering as part of their human experience. But those who choose to move into this new 5D consciousness will discover a renewed sense of connection to family, friends, and all living things. As a result, they will feel loved and cherished. In addition, their creativity will flourish, and they will feel driven to accomplish great things. They will also find themselves developing an interest in spiritual matters as they realize that they are more than just their physical bodies. Ascended beings are able to live in harmony with nature and are able to communicate telepathically with other ascended beings. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho, Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation, from thegalacticfederation.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Judith Kusel. I had an amazing day and first was called to connect the waters here in the Serpentine River and the sacred island in the lake, under which lies an ancient crystal pyramid temple, buried deeply but fully activated. This coincided with my being clearly shown the cymatic patterns which the rocks were formed here on the seashore early this morning. I had hardly returned to my hotel room when overlooking the sea when a pod of dolphins attracted my attention. I was pulled outside with my binoculars when, to my surprise, I realized that the dolphins were forming the same cymatic patterns as the rocks were, as they were swimming in circles time and again. This continued for an hour as the huge waves crashed down, as the sea is very rough today. Then huge waves and surges of energy shook my whole body, and I had to sit down. The head dolphin now relayed the following message to me, as I could feel the vibration of sonic sound expanding my heart, throat, third eye, and crown centers. We are now beaming the powerful and very ancient sonic cymatic patterns and frequencies into the heart centers of humanity. For those who are open and ready to receive this, these sonic sounds are filled with the primordial sound frequencies and vibrations, activating the heart-soul center and tuning into the 5th to 7th dimensional state. The patterns created then are tuned into the spine and thus tuned into the new earth, this universe and the omniverse. We are now amplifying the Sirius connection with the angel dolphins, amplified by the fully awakened crystal pyramids which sunk offshore of this coast and inland in Africa, Antarctica, and beyond. We dolphins have now ascended back into our original 7th dimensional state and are acting as the older brothers and sisters of humankind and assisting the new 7th root race of humanity to co-create the new golden age. We serve in this regard with great love. They were so filled with love and joy as they kept surfing the huge waves in circles at the same spot. I have never witnessed this before. This went on for nearly 2 hours, and I am relaying this as requested to. Hearing this will start the sonic activations via the dolphins within you. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica. New Earth Portals. We reach out today to share the continued light initiation of your world. The multidimensional development of creation is simply occurring in every moment and every reality. To understand, access to the new earth is available to the awakened souls. It is simply reaching your internal light compass to find your personal navigational tool. For the advanced light leaders are beyond the parameters of your reality. We see many groups leaving your physical reality to visit the new earth. This is the path before you, the future opportunity presenting now. For new earth is the future timeline of your world. It is presented to Karen as a new planet to visit and converse with the multi-dimensional light beings. For your entry to the universe is unlimited and available. It is simply understanding the light dynamics of the universe. For like Karen, many are encoded with this light access, for it provides many opportunities, as the role of many is now appearing in new ways. We simply ask you to listen to this message, look beyond the physical reality of your world. The new earth frontier is here. With love for your journey, the Arcturians and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light to Sarah Adams. Energy update by Archangel Michael. Greetings, beloved ones. We are sending you blessings of love and light in this now moment, and we are inviting you to open your heart to our message for you. Dear one, as you are moving through the ever-changing realities of your experience, there is always one constant, the unconditional love of God. God loves you no matter the conditions. God loves you when you are loving and when you are not. God's love is free of any conditions. God's love is the ever-available constant energy flowing to you. God's love is ever available to be shared with the world around you. It is an infinite well of love that has no end. That means that if you find yourself not able to love in a specific moment, you can call on the infinite and unconditional love of God to flow to that person or situation. You don't have to agree with people and what they do, but you can still send them God's love. Of course, humans have free will to lessen the flow of this unconditional and divine love. When you are not in harmony, you'll be less able to feel God's love. But it's still there, flowing to you. You just won't be able to feel it because you are feeling any other unpleasant emotion instead. The moment you direct your attention back to God's love, which is flowing straight to your heart, you'll be able to feel it again. Every moment of your life offers this choice of redirecting your focus and attention to your heart, which is constantly receiving God's unconditional love. Then simply begin to feel a lessening of the tension in your emotional body, and before you know it, the floodgates will open to vast amounts of God's love. Then you can direct this love to anything and anyone, including yourself. We recommend to practice this just for 1 hour, then for another hour and so forth, then for 1 day, then for several days and so forth. Before you know it, your life will shift in a way that is so loving and harmonious in all areas of your life that it will become even easier to connect to God's unconditional love and the sharing of this love. Know that all is well, beloved ones. Welcome home. We are walking beside you every step of the way. Dear ones, you are loved beyond measure, always. I am Archangel Michael, and I bring you this truth. From TelosChannel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Moon enters Aries, Sun in Virgo trine Uranus retrograde in Taurus. After surfing the monster wave of the Pisces full moon, we're finally deposited on the ground. Now we are in new territory, and despite being soaked to the skin, we're breathless with exhilaration. Soon the heat dries our clothes and we're ready to explore. Although there is a clear, well-trodden path to the left, it's to the right we go, planting our first footprints in the sand, curious to see where we might end up. This is the nature of the Sun-Uranus aspects. They invite us to try new and different paths and experiences. Novelty challenges us because it allows us to express parts of ourselves that have not been given expression before. With Earth signs involved, material matters benefit most. Maybe it's time to change jobs, shake up your routine, upskill, embrace new technology, or try a new workout. Experiment with small changes to begin with to build confidence. Sometimes the most unusual blooms grow in the strangest of places. Freedom comes when you follow your heart. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 116, Yellow Crystal Warrior. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. This is the 12th day of the Red Serpent wave spell, and finally the 10 portal day column is behind us. Today is great for getting together with other like-minded people or for working in teams. Traditionally on the 12th day, people assemble for a crystal court where experiences with the calendar are shared. The number 12 also represents dedication, and therefore it's a great idea to get involved with your community today. Find the others and together be dedicated to one another is the message. Today is Yellow Warrior, which represents questioning, intelligence, and fearlessness. Warrior gets things done and is seldom idle. If you give him a mission or quest, watch how quickly he takes off. We can all be warriors today and wield our willpower. As it is a crystal day, going on a mission with a group of people will lead to success rather than trying to complete a mission on your own. Join a good cause or a revolution. The warrior uses their intelligence to fight psychological wars and to find answers. We can all tap into this warrior energy today and seek answers for ourselves. Be fearless in your pursuit. The Yellow Warrior is fearless, and we too can be inspired to find our nerve and have some gumption. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Crystal Warrior, 12 Keeb, Keen 116, 11th of September 2022, War or peace, separation or unity, love or fear, choose your vibration wisely. United we stand strong, Rainbow Warriors unite. 11-9-2022 equal 11-9-6 equal 11-15 equal 2-6 equal 8. Day codes 11 portal gate polarity illumination. 2 twins partners cooperation duality. 8 infinite abundant source flow. Month year codes 9 completion service destiny divine humanity grace. 15 spiritual alchemy charisma magnetism. 6 heaven Christ family harmony fertility. Keen 116 equal 8 abundance infinity source flow. We have just completed our 10-day galactic activation portal passage, and yet today we have another potent portal day due to the 11 portal code, another powerful gateway for humanity. Today marks the 21st anniversary of the highly significant 9/11, September 11th world-changing historic event in 2001. Sadly, this calculated atrocity changed the course of history by steering humanity onto the path of a timeline accentuating global suffering. Ironically, through divine synchronicity, Keen 116 last occurred 9 months ago on December 25th, 2021. Merry Christmas. Christmas Day. Alleluia. 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 The rise of Christ consciousness, the sun has risen again after the solstice, sun standing still, symbolizing the ascension of the Christos energies on earth. Thus, through the magic of one galactic spin of the Tzolk'in, we revisit the connection through Keen 116. This has the effect of negating the harm and darkness perpetuated through the adverse effect of 9/11. The grand rising of Christ consciousness is shining a divine light on that dark portal. Note, this divine flush has extra significance due to the timely death of the monarch and figurehead of the dark controlling perpetrators of this 9/11 event. How divinely perfect is the synchronic divine order of humanity's evolutionary journey. Today is a celebratory day for the global Rainbow Warriors. Let's flip it and take it back to the divine code that 9/11 affords humanity. It symbolizes a divine gateway to higher consciousness. Rainbow Warrior Day, a very serious day of stepping up into our united purpose as spiritual warriors of the rainbow and soldiers of Christ. Our gap journey is now completed, and we have 30 days respite through the white mirror and the blue monkey wave spells. before entering the next cycle of 10 successive gap days on the other side. Day 12 in the red serpent wave spell of survival instinct, kundalini rising, life force, passion, and rapid transformation through shedding our old skin. Today we appropriately come together with others in divine harmonic intelligence to question the very fabric of consciousness and how it is all created, uniting with our kin in harmony to celebrate the universalization of the Christ consciousness, unanimously rejecting the dark agenda. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, the mental realm. The other two mental tones are tone 4, self-existing, and tone 8, galactic. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with other minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. Focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. We can create telepathic links in our communication grids today, allowing for cooperative thoughts, ideas, and inspirations to flow. Today is a day of greater connection to our earth families and each other through our pure universal minds, united in our common purpose to celebrate life on earth as one world. Step back and use your crystal clear mind to diffuse all disharmony in the name of unity. Remember to choose peace and be a peace ambassador as a model to others. May peace return to earth. Grand rising, beautiful Brothors and Sistars of the light. Aho, we are one. Today's question is, can we put aside our differences to celebrate our uniqueness collectively, uniting as one human family to co-create a more harmonious and peace-filled world? Divine blessings for the celebration of this divine illumination portal with your kin. In la ket shalakin, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 116, Yellow Crystal Warrior. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to question, universalizing fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of elegance. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're seeing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Hanne Vid, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to support us with a monthly pledge, you could do so to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. And I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Adrian Jackson, for another donation today. Thank you very much. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, G.S. Schaefer, for your super thanks donation on YouTube today. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd also like to thank Divine Angel of the Light, Angel of Love, for your super thanks donation and your continued support. We appreciate you all very much. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totem, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. And now we complete today's transmission with powerful codes from Cosmic Astral Insights number 1698. Gaia has been overcame. Darkness mechanisms are still being removed. Diamonds are returned to primary source. Local power outage and responses are stabilized. Basic protocols move for the magic effect. God's love is in everything. Attention Earthlings, relax mode, although the overall rise of Gaia vibrations continue. Temporary references are not final goals. God knows what he does. The affirmation of individuality is guaranteed. Shadow seekers are disappointed. Vibrational tunes are at peak intensity right now. Specific meetings boost local energy. Assistants are fully embraced to higher Gaia's intentions. The non-conformant are relocated to alternative paths. Specific ascents are transferred to alternative 3D environments. God is in everything. Ascension Protocol unlocks the understanding of outdated sleep paradigms. Full consciousnesses are near. God is. Gaia's crystals change fast. Aging creations are no longer tolerated in this crystal upper spiral environment. Sparkles go beyond the openings and are reorganized. 1144 coming in. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed week ahead and powerful ascension process. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.